Hi everybody, so the Waite Smith obsession continues here. So as we all know, recently AGM have issued Tarot of Waite or Tarot von AE Waite, and a few of us are asking the question as to which of the PAMs is that one based on. And so here I have the website called wopc.co.uk, and a lot of us are familiar with this website. So that's the PAM A, B, C, and D. This one here is the one by AGM. There it is. So I'm just eyeballing it because I don't have any other way of doing this. So I'm going to focus on the scribbles just in front of Eve's face there. If you can see there, this is the most similar to PAM A because the scribbles there, as you can see, you can actually see lines on there. And in the rest of the versions you can't, it's just a big black blob. So my educated guess, just by eyeballing this, is that the current AGM's version is based on PAM A, which my understanding is that PAM A's is identical as the first edition with the lilies and roses backs. PAM A, if I understand correctly, is the first edition with the crackle back, which follows immediately after the lilies and roses version of it. So that's the AGM version. Now I have with me also what I would use as a proxy for US Games images, because this is the quote-unquote original, the one that we are most familiar with, the one that is most widely available, this one here. Although I do not believe this is by US Games, as you can see, I am using these images from that deck, this image from that deck, as US Games' image, because as you can see there, you probably can't, there's a small 1971 US Games copyright there. So I will take this image here as US Games' image. And so if you can see there, two things. One is the big blob that I'm going to look at, because all three of these have a big black blob there. So I then look at other things to see if it's B, C, or D. I'm looking at the little small gap there. It looks quite elongated. Let me have a look. There it is. So I'm looking at that little gap there, as well as the red texturing around here. So looking through this, the red texturing around here go all the way up there. It goes all the way sort of here. Oh no, this one goes all the way up there, up the curve there. This one's quite obvious, and this one, although it goes all the way up, it's not as obvious on this side of the curve here, like so. And I'm also looking at the gap that's left there. Let me have a look. Taking into consideration variant, of course, after something has been reproduced many times. So you can see there. So that gap seems bigger than that to me. And also looking at the red that goes all the way up, and that one there, my immediate feeling is that the one with the faintest red etching around the curve of the cloud there is this one here, which is PAM C. And so we look at the angel then, just as a way of double checking and triple checking. Now, if you see something else, please feel free to message me if I'm missing something, or if you think I've missed something. So I'm going to look at the black etch over here, which is that one there. And it seems to me that D will be, I would exclude that based on looking at this, and now looking at that. That's a little clearer, if you can see. And that etching is really blobby. And so I'm thinking it's either B or C, right? And then C is a bit darker than B, so I would be more inclined to say this one is based on a C. And combined with that is the red etching around the cloud there. This seems to go all the way up. This seems to go all the way up. This one goes all the way up, but it's less visible, so that's quite similar to this. and that little gap there in front of Eve's big black blob over here, which is actually part of the angel. So I would conclude that the quote-unquote US Games' version, as shown by this particular edition though, so I can't comment on US Games' own decks because I don't own them and I would never own one, I don't believe. I believe this is Pam C. So I could be wrong, and so, but I thought that might be worth sharing. So my own current guess, educated guess, is that US Games' quote-unquote original 1971 is probably based on this one here, Pam C. And I suspect, just judging on this one here, now whether this is an actual copy I can't say, but I could make an educated guess that if there's any images that this is based on, it would be a Pam A or the first edition. Just judging from, you see there? And just look at the scribbling in front of Eve's face there. So anyway, so yeah, and this is why I think even without knowing, I think people intuitively or can sense that it's so much, just so much easier on the eyes, and that's probably why a lot of these vintage ones are very well received and very well sought after on eBay as well. So sorry, I just want to get rid of that. Yeah, so that's it, everyone. Let me know what you think.